Hello there, my name is MrSmartDonkey, and welcome to the award ceremony video.
We're starting now.
Yes.
Nope.
With me is, of course...
You can start again.
No, we're leaving this all
Too
in.
late.
This is all professional
really?
stuff right here. So, with us, we've got some random guy who's just rudely interrupted us, and Devin. Devin's here.
Devin.
Hey, yeah, it wasn't me interrupting.
No,
That's good.
Devin's here. And then we have Legend Total War, who's, of course, the winner of the Total War tournament Attila thing that we haven't named, really. It's a really odd name, isn't it? But he won. Yay, congratulations. Let's all clap. Round of applause.
You did it. You're a true hero.
Congratulations. Right, so...
Just know that everyone that lost, I burnt down their towns to the ground.
I mean, there had to be some stakes to the tournament, so yeah, we didn't say that during the tournament, but they're all dead now.
Yeah,
so
it would have
don't
been,
go
since
looking
we
for
were
them.
playing Total War Attila, I acted like Attila and ravaged everyone.
Makes sense.
It
I mean,
seems
you were a vandal after all,
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah, you
it
went
makes
berserk,
sense.
tore off your shirt, ran around burning everything down, killed a few people, probably died in the process.
And now you're here to talk to
I've
us.
just got syphilis from all the raping that I've done, so yeah, I will be dead soon.
Oh well.
Well, at least you're here now for this interview.
This is a good way to use your final minutes.
Right, anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit to Legend, get his thoughts on the tournament, and then we're going to award some completely ridiculous awards to people that joined the tournament. I mean, that's how that goes, right? We don't award them to people
Lots
that have nothing to do with the tournament.
Big consolation prizes available in this award ceremony.
Oh, yes,
so
there's plenty to go around for
lean
everyone.
closer to your monitors in anticipation.
But first of all, Legend. So we were going to ask you a few questions. First of all, how did you find the tournament? Very generic question.
Well, you told me about it.
Yes.
Oh, you mean
No,
like-
how did you find it? Like, what did you think of it? I mean,
Oh, like how do I rate it? No, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was about as balanced as you could be on Total War Attila, I think. I mean, we went through and took out what we deemed was the overpowered faction. Though in hindsight, I didn't know this at the time. Probably Vandals were overpowered.
yeah, we've had some complaints about the Vandals. If we ever do another
Yeah.
Attila tournament, we're definitely not leaving the Vandals in there.
But you guys chose the Vandals for me, alright?
Well,
I didn't
yeah, it was
choose them. I didn't know.
randomized. Yeah.
There's a random number generator. Actually, that
Yes,
assigned
well,
all
that
the
is
factions.
actually worth noting for people watching. Well, if they'd seen the intro, probably they'd already know. But yeah, we didn't actually give out the factions. We did it randomly, so we didn't give Legend Total War Vandals on purpose or something. But yeah, it was a little bit overpowered, perhaps. But to be fair, there was a lot of people that already expected you were going to win anyway. A lot of people thinking Prussian Prince was going to win, who actually ended up going out quite surprisingly against Overkill. I mean, nothing to take away from Overkill, but a lot of people were expecting Prussian Prince to just go right through to the final. at
Overkill
least.
must have had some help from somewhere.
Oh yeah, from
Yeah, some
I
say
wonder.
there was a conspiracy to defeat Prussian Prince.
So yeah, this is something that we did cover in the video, but yeah, you
I
helped.
did hear one of the contestants didn't want to fight him in the final, so ensured that somebody else took him out.
Yeah. So yeah, to reiterate, Legend Total War.
Not this Legend Total War.
No, it's someone other guy. Mentored Overkill into beating Prussian Prince for several hours. I believe you guys practiced.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, beforehand, and Overkill managed to beat Prussian Prince, and then surprisingly, somewhat went out against Musi in the semi-final.
Well, the thing is, when we were training, I only trained him against Prussian Prince.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
That's true, but still, I'm because you were surprised Musi even made it through the first round, right? Or did you actually? No, you thought he was going to
I
be.
predicted Musi was going to win
Yeah.
against Warrior of Sparta, and then I made no further predictions from there.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you thought he was gonna. Never mind. Well, anyway, Musi making it to the final.
I didn't expect him to beat Overkill because I thought Overkill's very good. He beat me a few times.
Yeah, see,
in our
that's what I was
practice
thinking as well. Overkill is definitely one of the better. Was considered one of the better contestants anyway. But
Not anymore.
he's clearly a loser. So anyway.
Musi burnt his town to the ground, so
Oh yes.
Yeah, Overkill's dead now.
that's
so
the way.
there's no real point
That's the
talking
way it
about
works in Attila. When you're eliminated, your gene pool's gone.
Gone forever.
I hope you told your women and children to get out of the town if we lost, because it's gone.
No, they've been raped.
Needed a feature to replace
15
the
towns have
Underdog
been burnt to the ground.
God. So who do you think was your hardest contestant? Who was the hardest?
Malakaskadi by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed like the most
That was a
tight game.
close fight.
He
That was close.
he had like essentially a counter to your army with the heavy cavalry, and him going heavy on the spears, low tier spears, but even so, spears nonetheless.
That being said, he had the foresight to know what I was going to do.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's-
there was a bit of a bit of diplomacy going on beforehand through me, I guess. You were telling, well, I was telling you that Mel.
We were both giving you misinformation, hoping that you would pass it on to the other people.
And I thought you guys were being truthfully.
I got the worst of it. I was hoping he was going to bring like 12 cavalry. When I saw that he had all infantry, I was like, oh damn, I'm screwed.
Yeah, I thought you guys were both being truthful, but apparently there's no such thing as honor.
And you don't know me well enough.
No, well, I mean, I would expected you to be the least truthful person on the tournament, but I also expected, it's a casual tournament, everyone's friendly around here. But anyway, Malekov Scotty told me that he'd been practicing with other people against what Legend would most likely bring, and he could not find a way to beat them, even against inferior opponents. So that's what I passed on to Legend, and Legend said, well, tell him to bring this and that. And he didn't do that.
And the funny thing is, he did bring them, and they kicked my ass.
Yeah, so...
Nice one.
But in the end, you still beat...
I really shot myself in the foot by giving you that information. I was like, tell him to bring Armenian slingers. And he brought Armenian slingers, and when I was fighting, I was like, goddamn Armenian slingers!
Yeah, and obviously the spears. It was a good combo, but not quite. You still managed to beat Mel anyway, and went through to the final.
Yeah, I think it was to a degree based on luck. I mean, I realized I was losing. Like when my video comes out, you'll see me. I'm like, oh, I'm losing. What do I do? And I saw an opportunity to kill his general. I'm like, kill this piece of shit. I killed him, and then I backed off, and then looked for the spot that I could break the whole army from.
Yeah, that worked out quite well.
That was tense. That was very tense. That was my favorite game.
It was one of the best battles. Yeah, it was definitely different. And I don't blame Mel for going into kind of a pipe box, because what are you going to do against full-on cavalry?
You can't do anything else when cavalry's coming at you. No.
So I don't blame him for that. Right, I think that sort of covers that, because we don't want to make this too long. It's already going for way too long already, and we've got plenty of awards still to give out.
Excellent.
So why don't we head on over to the awards? We've all got a list here. So why don't we just get started right away with the first award, which is the most unconventional army award, which goes to, surprisingly, Legend of Total War. And the reason for that is because of the fight against Mel, actually, where you brought, I think it was a general 12 cavalry, was it?
12 Alani Noble Cavalry and 6 slingers. I bought no melee infantry.
Yeah, exactly. No melee infantry. So it was 12 cavalry plus a general, and then 6 slingers. No infantry. Well, no melee infantry.
It's a stupid army.
But it ended up winning. And that's why it was the most unconventional army award. Congratulations. Round of applause real quick again.
Well done, chap.
We're gonna
nothing's in the post.
Have to edit in some clapping there. Right, so why don't you take the next award, Devin?
Well, the next award is the Barking Mad Award for dedication to warhounds. And this award is going to Moosey, who on several occasions brought in a whole goddamn bunch of warhounds in a strategy where he would try to distract his opponent's ranged infantry by just spamming dogs everywhere, and then bring no ranged infantry of his own. So almost like a replacement for ranged infantry. And it sort of worked, although worked decreasingly, I should say, against Legend of Total War in those matches in the final.
Well, I had already seen...
You sort of see what he was doing, and he kept
made the
doing
mistake. Yeah, like I had already found a counter for it, sort of.
Let's get out of the way.
To stick to the dog theme, the Underdog Award, God, I'm sorry for that, is also awarded to Moosey. Because I sure didn't expect him to get to the finals, because we were all expecting Prussian Prince versus Legend of Total War.
There was no hype, and he came second in the tournament, and some of the hyped players just didn't happen.
Exactly. So for me personally, and I think Devin as well, Moosey winning the Underdog Award.
I think that's well deserved. He did well in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm surprised and both pleased that he got that far.
It was a big
He also improved probably the most out of anyone. Like in his first match, I'll say it was a noob army that he brought, and the battles that he brought against me, all 3 battles were good, solid builds.
Yeah, and he also in that first battle, he was the one being super passive. There was a bit of controversy around that against Warrior Sparta, where Warrior Sparta wasn't too happy that he was just sitting there. Yeah. But in the end, like most matches, he actually ended up being the aggressor. So that's also something worth noting.
Well, that's the thing. In Total War Attila, I think it's actually better to be the attacker. Like the defensive situations or passive situations, they'll lose most times.
Yeah,
that's what I found. You can't just sit there and hope that just hold up on your defense. Like you need to have an attack strategy.
Yeah, you want
the
that
best
initiative.
defense is good attack. Yeah.
Right, Devin, next award.
The next award is the Quickest Loser Award. This is the award for the person who, in the first round, managed to lose their fight in the shortest amount of time. And this award, this very prestigious honor, goes to Haxo the Hunter in his match against the Prussian Prince, where we saw Prince took everyone by surprise, or he was by surprise, by basically just having his cavalry in the center of his army and just running them straight forward into Haxo's line, because Haxo had brought loads of really expensive shock infantry with no shield and no defensive stats. So, and they just got defeated instantly by a cavalry charge where they just ran through his army and the battle was over very quickly.
Yeah, he also, worth noting, almost won the most unconventional army award until Legend brought that army with no infantry, because Haxo had brought...
to win lots of awards in this tournament. That's why
Yeah, doing very well so far.
You weren't even aware of this award yet. You already knew. Because Haxo brought, no range units, which isn't too unconventional, because we've seen it more, but he only brought literally 2 different kinds, and only shock infantry, no like tanky or whatever, just shock infantry, shock cavalry. So that was interesting. Also, he lost in 4 minutes and 13 seconds, as long the battle lasted, and then the next one was Dragonheart losing to Incoherenso.
Honorable mention to Dragonheart.
Indeed.
For quickest loser.
In 4 minutes and 29 seconds. It was only a 16-second difference in there. But yeah, still, Haxo the Hunter winning that award.
I feel like Haxo's was a more sort of shocking, the battle was over, effectively in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, we didn't expect that at all.
The action was over straight away, there's no grind.
Right, next award is the Worst Best Player Award, which goes completely unsurprisingly to Alex the Rambler, who is, of course, known as the best Total War player, but...
Greatest Total War.
Oh, sorry, greatest Total War player.
He's definitely up there, suffice to say.
So Alex the Rambler, he went out in the first round against Stifstra, so Worst Best Player Award goes to him.
It'd be unfair to just give him best player because he didn't win, but obviously because he is the best, he does need an award. So I guess it's gonna have to be worst best player.
Indeed. All right, next up.
Hope he's happy with that. It's the best you're getting.
Devin, the next award?
The next award is the Most Symmetrical Army Formation Award. And off the top of my head, the answer is Malekith Skadi for Most Symmetrical Force. I feel like in every battle he brought a very symmetrical army.
This isn't off the top yet. We did lots of research. We watched all the battles.
Yeah, definitely. I measured it. I had a ruler on the screen and everything. So yeah, I'm giving it to Malekith Skadi for his excellent dedication to making sure that right down the middle his army is symmetrical. And throughout the early stage of the tournament, whoever made their army symmetrical seems to always win. It seems to be a sign of knowing what you're doing to have a nice symmetrical army. Except this. Well, you had a lot of very symmetrical armies that sort of had one thing that sort of messed it up, like the general positioning made unsymmetrical, but it was sort of getting there. So always having sort of an even number of infantry in the center and then like 4 cav on either side, roughly the same distance from the center. That's the sort of symmetry I like to see, and Malekith Skadi, I think, pretty much always pulled through. So well done, Malekith. Done me proud.
We haven't given any round of applause to anyone. So
I forgot about the applause.
Everyone here's an applause for all the people we've already mentioned so far. Right. Next up is the Least Symmetrical Army Formation Award. And this one goes to Dragonheart. We've only seen one battle of him. Like I said, he went out after 4 minutes and 29 seconds. But his formation was all over the place.
It was not symmetrical at all. It was
no.
Like all cav on the right, and then like a crossbow line that was longer than the infantry.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Something crazy. It was so unconventional. It was blowing my mind, that formation.
Yeah, we probably should go for another unconventional army award for him as well.
It was kind of unconventional, but I mean, it's pretty normal in terms of like it had range, it had cav, it had infantry, so like it had the units there. They were just weirdly arranged.
Yeah, exactly. It was an interesting formation.
If I hadn't known there was going to be that award, I would have set everything out in like a star formation right at the start.
Well, yeah, you should have done some more beautiful formations. Everyone went for lines. How stand?
I know, right? Who needs a line? Anyway, what's up next? This is your special, your own award.
This is my special award, which is obviously one of the highest in prestige level. This is the OfficiallyDevin It Seems Like You Know What You're Doing award for the player where, when I was watching their battles, I felt like they had everything under control and were sort of thinking ahead and knew what they were trying to do. And this, again, I'm giving to Malekith Skadi. If you've watched all the battles, you might have noted that I said several times that he just seemed like he was macroing on a very fine detail and was moving his units like tiny amounts and was giving them all individual targets that were just sort of perfect. And I just get the general vibe that he knows what he's doing. So
and
he gets an award for that honor.
Of course, Legend of Total War also knows what he's doing, but Like, this is...
He didn't seem like he knew what he was doing.
Can't get all.
It was a fluke.
Yeah, we can't give him all to Legend. He's already won the tournament. He's already gotten some awards as well. So,
Although we better give him at least one more award.
all right, we'll give him one more. So we have got the MrSmartDonkey's Thank You for Doing Your Battle in Time award, because some people, I'm not going to name names, but some people did their battles quite late. We had to wait for them for a long time, and it screwed up the schedule entirely. But one person who always did their battles on time was Legend of Total War. Was the first person to send their battle in, and then the second round the first person, and then after that, still every time was well before we needed the battles to be done, essentially.
Very timely. I guess you have the advantage of being a pro, so since you don't have these so-called employment distracting you. You should have the advantage of this contest.
Yeah.
So that was
I guess so.
that was the awards for the
But then
people.
again, that's right.
Wait, go on.
I just don't understand how people can't take 20 minutes aside out of their day to like.
That's the thing. It doesn't take long to
play
do
a
these.
game.
Yeah, that's what we thought as well. But you know,
Still a match is over in 10 minutes.
some people like we have some adults in there as well. I think like Musi has mature things that he has to do as well. So you know.
So many mature things.
Anyway, we have
Games come first.
we have a few more awards which aren't for the people but for the units specifically. Why don't you get it started, Devin? Actually, no, Legend. Why don't you take this one? You've got the list as well.
All right, sure.
Tell us, Legend, what do you think the most overpowered unit is?
That would be the Slingers.
Yeah.
Slingers were quite overpowered. No, it was definitely be the Noble Alani Cavalry. I'll admit it. Spam the crap out of them because I knew that they were overpowered. There was pretty much nothing more cost effective than Noble Alani Cavalry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had the most overpowered unit. Yay me.
It worked well.
Congratulations. Right, next up, Devin, why don't you take that one then?
The next one is for the Trashiest Unit, and we saw this a couple of times in the tournament. It's got to be the Noble Germanic Swords. I think sometimes they're just called Germanic Nobles.
Oh,
the different
yeah.
factions. Basically, they're a unit that has no stats despite being an expensive sort of mid-game unit, and they always performed absolutely terribly in all engagements they got involved in. So completely uncost-effective. So they are the Trashiest Unit officially.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, they are just, I don't know. Every time that I saw them, I was like, oh god, why don't you bring them? They're so bad. Anyway, so the next award is the Most Disguised Archer Unit Award, which goes to the Spice Guard used by, was it Alex the Rambler?
Alex the Rambler.
Yeah. So this is a two-handed axe unit that's disguised as an arch unit disguised as a two-handed axe unit. So yeah, they've got a charge, great charge, etc. Two-handed axe, everything you'd want from a melee unit, but they've got a bow to back it up as well.
Yeah, I remember in the battle, we were like, what are they doing? Like, the axemen are just standing in the center of the field, like in the middle of the ranged engagement. Then you zoom in, and it's like, oh, they're an archer unit. And they were just there, like, shooting away with their bows. So that took us by surprise.
It did indeed. All right, and then the final award for a unit. I feel like I should take this one as well because I screwed up this very many times.
tried to get this unit right.
This is the hardest unit to pronounce award, which is the unit used by Malekith Skadi. He used several units that were hard to pronounce, but this one I feel was the top one, which is the, I'm going to try it again, Al-Rahrain unit, or something along those lines.
Seems legit.
Yeah, no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Probably not. I think I've been told.
So, someone said that wasn't correct.
No,
the
exactly.
first time you said it, so I don't know what the real one is.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's not pronounced by me. So there we go. That was the awards for the people and for the units specifically.
So many consolation prizes. A lot of people just got a lot happier.
Malekith Skadi probably got pretty happy after all that.
Malekith's got 2 awards there.
Yep.
Legend got 2.
He
Legend
did
got
very
2 as
well
well.
in the tournament,
Yeah,
so he deserves the awards.
I feel so too.
Seems like you know what you're doing, Mal. Now it's official.
OfficiallyDevin. Right, so that'll be that. I reckon this video's gone on for way too long anyway.
I had
so.
one more question for Legend Total War.
Oh, go
Legend
for it.
Total War, what is your favorite map in Total War?
Oh
Attila?
god.
What?
What is your favorite map?
I don't care. I'll kill you anywhere.
Is that why you always selected the same map in every battle?
But I didn't.
Or
Well,
something,
almost.
anyway. Yeah. We basically noticed that in this tournament, in lots of the battles for all the players, everyone chose the Battle of Cobblestone as the map, and it came up
The reason for that
overwhelmingly.
is it's because in the presets, it's the one that comes up the top, and it's the flattest of the maps.
My God.
So it's you don't want to choose a map that's got too many trees, or else you get accused of hiding your units.
Yeah.
Not being honourable.
Like
Or if
Stiff
it's got a hill, you get accused of camping. So you got to try and pick it as flat as possible, or else you get accused of something.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a good
That's
map.
why everyone chose
the way,
Cobblestone.
see, the thing is, there was two different. You can always just set up from north to south, and then from west to east. And you set up from west to east, which is the fair way. But some people did it from north to east, and then north to south even. And then you've got a slight like hill advantage when you're in the north, I believe. So
Yeah, the north deploys uphill, and then it's downhill all the way, sort of into just before.
Yeah, I don't think it
the
really
southern
makes
point.
No,
enough
it
of a
doesn't. It
difference
doesn't make
to
enough
go,
of a
like-
difference. No, but
Like, this person cheated. He's on like 1% extra elevation.
yeah, but the way you
Made
did
a
it was
difference.
fair. The west to east, but we saw
Yeah.
Cobblestone is definitely the most played map on the tournament, which we thought
Yeah.
was noteworthy as well. Anyway, that'll be
Just
that.
now we
then.
know why.
Yeah, it's right at the top.
It's the first
Just like
one on
you,
the list.
Legend. All right,
Yeah.
one final round of applause for Legend, who's at the top. Yeah.
Good work, Legend Total War. Prize in the post somewhere.
Yeah.
Look for it hard.
Okay. Thank you all
Well,
very
you
much
know,
for
if you
watching.
don't send me a prize, I'll come for you. I will
Well-
find you. I've got a very particular set of skills.
Thing is, you'll come for us if you don't like the prize as well, so it's a gamble even if we do send it.
Maybe.
It's a gamble if you don't send it, that's for sure.
Well, I guess so. What if the prize is nothing? Or is that too meta? I sent you nothing. I actively sent you nothing.
Then you will return to nothing soon enough.
Excellent.
I think it's time for me to go out and get Legend a prize. So thank you all
I'm
very
gonna
much
get
for
some
watching.
life insurance.
Stay tuned. Soon, when Total War Warhammer is released, we will be doing more tournaments on Total War Warhammer. Just a quick note that's definitely going to happen in the future because we really very much enjoyed doing this tournament, and I'm sure
it's
Legend will make another appearance. But maybe we won't invite him
I
because he's too
thoroughly
overpowered.
enjoyed this tournament. All fair play to everyone. I enjoyed everything.
Good, but you might not be invited because you're too good. So you will probably get invited anyway.
Whatever.
Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you, Legend, for joining us for this award ceremony, which is completely not ceremonious. But anyway, have a good day and goodbye.
See ya, y'all.
See ya.